So GTA 6 finally got a trailer.
That's right.
Now, the reason we haven't had one for a while is, well, they did a Red Dead game in between. Mm-hmm. But also, these games now take a really long time.
And
$1
billion.
And $1 billion to make that. And plus, they're making like a bunch of online stuff and whatever. And that's honestly, like, for this stuff is where the money is.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's like, this will do extraordinarily well, but it doesn't compare to the money they make through online services.
Now, was GTA 5 was the one that you had 3 protagonists,
Yeah.
2 more or less normal guys and the insane guy, right?
Yeah,
that was GTA 5.
Correct, yeah.
What was his name? Can't remember.
Don't
Kevin?
know. I tried to play it, but I found the same thing with Red Dead. I don't care that much about the story, but it's a lot of like you drive to a location in your car and you're like, what do you think of this? And, I ran into this guy and he's a piece of shit. And I'm like, can we do a big shootout?
Is it because they were talking about you?
Yeah, it were. I'm like, I can hear you, I'm watching the game. I can hear you. And I found the same with Red Dead. It's just like you're on a horse and you'd slowly. Yeah. And people like that. I understand that, like the immersion of like, and you see the landscape.
And all the little outfits.
And maybe in all the little outfits, but all the like the micro fucking games of like, oh, you got to use a specific knife to cut the skin off or whatever to sell it to some fuck. And I just can't with any of that shit. Oh, your gun doesn't work because it's the wrong. I don't want to do this.
All right.
It's too. Like, the details of it are like, this isn't fun. This feels like work.
I understand.
It feels like I'm working hard for this experience. Anyway, but that's me only. I'm aware of that.
But I feel like GTA, the GTA franchise, it's less granular than that. It's like,
yeah.
I mean,
but I'm hoping it's, because I think they take all the fun out of it and the sandbox element. It feels like I'm on rails, like for a lot of it. And I think Nakey Jakey did a great video on this. But like the earlier ones, it really felt like chaotic.
Yeah, right.
And you could do anything. Whereas the new ones feel like you can do anything if we let you. Kind of certain times. Anyway,
this one's back in Vice City.
It is. So
which is Miami.
It's basically Florida.
And what I liked about this trailer is that they made virtual versions of a bunch of like weird videos and like viral stuff, like people dueling with alligators and
twerking on cars. A guy who's the Joker and whatever got arrested.
Yeah.
This also became, this via Variety, the first trailer beat the previous viewership record holder for a non-music video on YouTube, which was set by Mr. Beast's Every Country on Earth Will Go Blind by My Hand. No, it's Every Country on Earth Fights for $250,000. Posted on August of this year. So that hit 59 million views in 24 hours, and this did better than that. My son said to me the other day, he goes...
Yes. I want to play GTA 6.
Well, you know how they hear...
I'm going to blind people by my hand.
This is about Mr. Beast, because kids like hear things and they like from other kids and they say it to you.
Yeah, because sometimes we will watch a Mr. Beast video after record, and the other day your son was like, I watch a Mr. Beast video? And I'm like, yep, all right,
whatever.
Great.
He doesn't have access to like YouTube, but every now and then we'll watch something together. But
no, he's got a burner phone.
Yeah,
he watches YouTube.
It's for drugs. But he's a dealer. He doesn't do it.
Yeah.
Don't get high on your own supply. But he was like, this guy at my school, he said that Mr. Beast, not only does he restored the sight of the bunch of people that he blinded. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he didn't blind the people that he gave the vision back to. Yeah. Every now and then there's stuff like that. He came home the other day and
Mr. Beast has sort of become a messiah-like figure. He blinds people at his whim and then he's like, but do you believe in Feastables? You want to sample the Feastables and then we'll get your eyesight back.
Yeah. One of the things he said recently was like, so can we see Sonic 3? And I'm like, it's not out yet. And he goes, no, it is out. This guy from my school.
That lying kid.
The lying kid again is like, he said it's out. And again, I've said this before, but I'm like, listen to me. I cannot be clearer.
Bring the kid to me.
Bring him to me. I'll sort him out. But this is like, my job is to know when these things are happening.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, can we watch the trailer? And I'm like, there's no trailer. It doesn't exist yet. It will be out December of next year. I know that. Tell your dumb friend that.
Yeah.
Tell your dumb lying friend.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's going to be like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde story.
Yeah, we got 2 characters.
And it's not without its controversy, but the likes of like the Tate brothers coming out being like, why would you want to play as a criminal? Wouldn't you want to play as a police officer? Okay.
Sure.
Interesting.
Right. That's interesting. You would say that, those guys.
But like GTA, it's always been controversial.
It's called Grand Theft Auto. That's a crime.
It is a crime. You can't do it.
It's a little late. It's a little late to moralize, I think, on the ethical constraints of the Grand Theft Auto series.
Yeah, it's always been insane, but also in the most kind of, and like inherently political, but in like really obvious ways. You turn on a radio station and it's like, oh, this politician, he sucks and whatever. It's like, it's all very obvious parallels.
And it's like...
It's not even parody. It's just... Or jokes.
It's like...
It's just like...
Yeah, it's like instead of going to McDonald's, you go to Fat American Burger or whatever.
Exactly.
That's very subtle.
There's no... Yeah, exactly. There's no subtlety like whatsoever. And that's the kind of shit that like I don't like either. It's like, can you at least put some like subtlety into your fucking parody or whatever?
Oh, Fat Stupid American Burger.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. There was also obviously complaints that this was the female protagonist.
The first one in however many decades this franchise has been around.
Well, there has been, in the 2D ones there are.
Yeah.
I mean, you're barely anybody in that because they're top down.
And in Grand Theft Auto Online, you can be a female character, but this is the first one with an actual storyline.
But like, if you look at the cast of like characters who have been leads in it, like Tommy is Italian, Carl and Franklin are black, Nico is a Serbian immigrant, Huang Li is Chinese. There's an expansion called The Ballad of Gay Tony. Like, if they released a game called that now, like, you get the same response.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just fucking GTA. Like, it's the same thing that we've seen again and again. It's just more modernized, and there's going to be more very specific things you have to do that I'll hate.
Yes.
But I might get this.
You might. It's true. They'll get your money and you'll
play it
for 3 hours until you have to roll cigarettes for a mob boss for 2 hours, and you'll be like, nope. I'm done with this.
Yeah,
you gotta move your dual sense controller and roll the cigarettes.
I like the first Red Dead Redemption, and I couldn't get in the second one. I tried 4 and 5 with 4 with the Nico Bellic one. I could the car handling is apparently more realistic, but I hated the feel of it. And when it started, it's like, take your cousin to work, go on a date, and I'm like, I don't know. In the original 2D one, it just drops you in the street, and then you just like.
You steal a car and you drive
immediately,
around.
and then you do whatever. And I can't with any of that stuff. I'm just not interested.
Well, there you go.
Just put the fun stuff in.
Yeah. I mean, that being said, like it is undeniable that they put so much work into these. Like you can go any.
Oh yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
like Cyberpunk where it's a broken.
I mean, it's better now apparently.
Yeah, I've heard that. But like it's not like where it's half of it's broken. You can go anywhere and
you can go anywhere because you can clip through a wall in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, like it's so fleshed out, and everybody you can pop down the beach,
find weird things. You can swim probably.
Yeah, and you turn the radio station. Like there's so many radio stations, and they're constantly running.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
There's talk radio and all that sort of stuff, and it's
yeah.
I've thought of everything.
Head on down to Big American Shoot Store where you can shoot everybody.
That's right, but don't.
This is America.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh God, it's funny stuff.
It is. Did we talk about the trailer for The Boys? New season of The Boys?
No, we didn't talk about that. Let's talk about that. Anyway, GTA 6 2025.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Maybe,
yeah. We'll see. Anyway, The Boys, yeah.
I was going to say, speaking of, I think there's a new character and her name is...
The Boys.
Her name's The Boys, all right. It's her name might be Firecracker, and she's all American, and she drinks beer, and she's got a radio show, and it's called... I've got opinions.
Is it like an Alex Jones kind of thing?
Yeah. She's like that. So
more
I'm
like
just
a Daily Wire kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I think so. And it's kind of like, well, what's her weird fetish going to be?
Yeah, that she's a Nazi, probably.
Probably. Well, they did that.
Yeah, you can do it twice.
I guess you can do it twice.
There can't be two Nazis.
No, there can definitely
fictionally.
Be more than that in real life and in fiction as well. I think.
Anyway, what are we moving on to?
Doctor Who.
Let's do it.
All right.